Hey, Casey, you ready to step up on the scale?
Sure. Oh, God. There was no thought of me getting on the scale today, so I was like, man, I was freaking out.
£700.
We lost 11 pounds. That's what I'm talking about, bud. We lost 11 pounds. Who knew? Freaking out, loving life. I was very shocked by it. For the most part, I guess I just wasn't eating crazy, eating big meals, that I actually somehow lost 11 pounds.
Obviously, this is our first time meeting, so I'm gonna start asking you a bunch of questions. We'll talk about some things.
Cool.
So for starters, why don't you tell me what does a normal day of eating look like for you prior to when you saw Dr. Proctor?
So like, we're waking up at like 12.
Okay.
And then probably ordering food from the hot dog house.
What do you usually order?
On like a normal day, it might be like 20 wings or like 10 tenders, and then it would be like a small order of tater tots.
Okay.
And a large sweet tea.
This size cup?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're doing 32 ounces of sweet tea?
Yeah, but that's like a normal day. My lunches were either a taco salad or like tacos.
Okay.
But it was, not a lot of sour cream.
And then were you having dinner?
It could be anything from like a big thing of fried chicken or pizza. We'd have like, not occasionally, but sometimes.
Okay.
Or it could be like a foot-long sub.
You get chips with that?
Yeah, but it's like usually they're like the kettle low-fat ones or something, but they're still chips.
Any sweet tea lately?
Today I had sweet tea.
Okay, what size was it?
It was like that.
That size?
Today, I really thought that we were coming here to be like, Casey just can't ever eat anything he enjoys again. So I had a cheeseburger and a small tater tot.
Who'd you go
and
with?
Sweet tea. I had my father go get it.
You're asking for the foods.
And he just caves.
Okay.
He almost thinks like, if he says no to me, I'm just gonna sit in my room and scream and curse all day, and he's never gonna talk to me, I'm gonna hate him.
Well, are you gonna do that?
I may complain at first and be a little annoyed, but I'm not gonna hate my father for the rest of the day because he did something that I needed.
A lot of times now, when he'd ask for that, I didn't get it for him.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
We argue a lot. So I give in to him a lot. Sometimes I put my foot down, but I should be doing it all the time, but I don't.
When I'm at my mom's, I just get used to eating whatever. I may ask like, hey, can I get something sweet? And she'll throw me a Hershey Kiss. One. I can say to Dad, get something sweet. Comes home with a 1-pound bag of M&Ms.
So it seems like there's definitely a dynamic between when you're at mom's or at dad's.
As much as I know that I need to not ask for it, there needs to be a point to where if I do cave and I ask for it, that I have someone telling me, no.
Eventually,
It'll just never,
you're the one that has to say no.
No, I know.
He definitely has a lot of blame towards his parents and kind of isn't taking a lot of responsibility for his weight and how he's gotten to where he is. I see that a lot with patients, and that they just want to blame other people when really it all falls down on the decisions and the choices that they make themselves. We need to create a dynamic that's going to be helpful for you, right?
Yeah.
So whether that's spending more time at mom's, if that's on the table.
One reason that he does not like to come to my house is because I try to find things for him to do other than play video games.
The video games, in my opinion, it hinders him a lot from losing weight. It's hard for me not to blame part of that on the video games.
How many hours are you spending playing video games?
On a bad day, I would probably spend six.
Oh my God, spend 6 hours like exercising or doing the right thing.
No, obviously that's something I've never been wanting to do. See, this is what annoys me about my mom. She thinks I should just be exercising 6 hours a day, and she doesn't get it at all. Who exercises for 6 hours in a day? Like, people that are running in marathons exercise for 6. It's insane. No.
I think he needs to move on beyond video games as he loses weight. Just gradually get out of that habit. He's not going to lose any weight playing a video game. It's like he's afraid to break away from what is comfortable for him.
I'm willing to make the changes. Y'all are just so drastic in some of the things you say, and you really have such like a blinder thought process on some of these. Like, I could go a whole day and not play Xbox. I've done it 1,000 times. I'm still not leaving my room. If you think that is the reason that we are here today, you are both very much mistaken.
So Dr. Proctor wants you to lose 60 pounds by the time he sees you next. We've got a good bit of ways to go. I definitely think we can make some more changes. So why don't we talk about what that needs to look like? One is that every time you eat, there needs to be a source of protein.
Yeah.
Two is we need to eat something every 3 to 4 hours. So no more of these big stretches of eating
I'm on board with that.
Okay,
completely.
Perfect. We feel good about that?
I feel great.
Doable, everybody's on board. We're not saying yes to going to fast food. We're gonna do all the right things.
But
Then we can
Danny,
get this
remember,
done.
nothing comes from Hot Dog House.
I mean, they have a salad. No, I'm just kidding. We won't get none from there.
I think he'll probably lose another maybe 30 pounds. It would shock me if he made it to 60. Up until now, he's made some changes, but not a ton of changes. But he has to be 100% in. So we'll see how it goes until the next time he sees Dr. Proctor. All right, so we feel good about the plan?
Yeah, feel
Yes.
great.
Okay.
As we're leaving the nutritionist, I think we have a good plan. But the more I think about what we talked about, I get frustrated because my parents keep blaming video games. I have honest conversations with y'all, and you listen to none of it. It goes in one ear and out the other. Beside the games, I have always gained weight and always gotten larger. That's been one true thing through my life. I haven't always played video games. You completely don't bring that up in your point. The points you have with people is, Casey won't lose weight because he plays video games.
I don't say that.
You basically do. What I'm trying to say is, you both have some very skewed view of what I need to do because you're blaming something that has absolutely nothing to do with my weight. And you both can't get your head around that.
But
You
Casey-
can't.
No. Well,
And let's-
no, it's because
Let's have a real conversation. A couple days ago when I was sitting in your living room, I was sitting in my room. What did you say I should eat for lunch? Let's be honest here, since we're gonna say that I'm always the one asking you to get me bad stuff. It was a frozen pizza out of the refrigerator. Let's be real
But
and
Casey-
admit that sometimes you're just like, Casey, eat bad. I don't want to get mad at them. I know they want to help, but they're not. They're not helping.
just from here forward, everybody do better.
I'm fine with that. Let's just stop bugging me about this other stuff that has nothing to do with me being overweight.
Casey, I don't bug you about nothing.
Did anything in there that she said I said no to? This is the reason I need Ed, Amy, and Amanda to help me because they know what it's like. They're going through it. I love my parents, but I did not get to be 700 pounds on my own.
Stop getting annoyed.
I mean, I hate to say this, but you can just stop trying to annoy me.